Hey, what's up? Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2011 comedy film currently trending on Netflix, Bad Teacher. This stars Cameron Diaz, Lucy Punch, Jason Segel, Justin Timberlake, Phyllis Smith, John Michael Higgins, Dave Gruber Allen, Jillian Armonte, Matthew J. Evans, Caitlin Dever, Catherine Luton, Eagle Ben Yer. Okay, so a lot of people are in this movie. This movie is old. It's 9 years old, right? I have never seen the full movie in one sitting. Like, I've seen bits and pieces, like it pops up on TV years ago, things like that, but I never watched the full movie until now. So what I find very interesting, because it was made and came out 9 years ago, means it was made 10 years ago, but it was distributed 9 years ago. This movie would not translate well in this current political climate. There are so many jokes that would not make it. Like, I cringed at certain jokes just because I'm like, oh, we can't say that anymore. Like, there's gay jokes that are just not a thing. There's terrorist jokes that are just not a thing. There's women jokes. They're just not a thing. Like, you don't say these things anymore. And it was, like, awkward watching it. Like, I get it. It was funny back then because it was allowed back then. I mean, it wasn't funny, but we all laughed because that's what we knew comedy to be back then, back in the day. But now, totally different. You cannot say those things. I mean, you can say those things, but it's just, it was awkward watching this movie. I did enjoy my favorite moments were when Phyllis and Cameron had scenes together. They were just absolutely hysterical together. I don't know how much of that was improv or how much of that was actually scripted, but Phyllis, being this melancholy just actress that she is just so hysterical against Cameron Diaz's snarky, sarcastic, personality of this particular character. That was very entertaining. I did like that Jason Segel wound up with Cameron's character at the end. Justin Timberlake played a dork. Very weird. It was very awkward to see Justin as a dork, I'm not going to lie. But I thought everyone did a good job for what it's worth. It was very much School of Rock in the sense of someone who's not supposed to be a teacher is a teacher. So, like, what happens next? What happens with the kids? There's blackmailing scheme going on. There's stealing money from fundraisers. There's a new boo job on the line. Like, all of these various things. Getting drunk in class. It was funny. I did laugh at parts. But obviously, if I watched this 9 years ago when this came out, I would have laughed my ass off constantly in the theaters. But I didn't watch it at the time it came out. And I cringe watching it now because the jokes that are supposed to be funny were funny then, but are not funny now. Does that make sense? Like, things change. I get it. Things change. So, like, that's it. It's all I got. Mucho mahalo.